Hello, Leo. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. For supportive oracle cards, Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stephanie DeMarco. I don't know why my brain got stuck on that, but there you go. All right. Already shuffled. What do we have for Leo? A lot of good energy here. There's a lot of good energy going on here. Okay. I like this. I really like this for Leo. I feel like you're making a great decision. You may be questioning whether this is something you should be doing or shouldn't be doing. There's a change coming in, but I feel like it's the way you're reacting to it that I feel like is a smart thing. I think you're doing what's right. Because I'm getting the Chariot here for what's happening. Like a change, I feel like this is ushering in a change. It's like a change that's not going to be denied. Coming in, swift action, you see it coming. It's just like things are starting to change. It's like a swift change. It's coming in. Like, I don't know how, like the way this is feeling, like it's like a chariot, like you know how a chariot moves. You didn't really expect to see it coming, I don't feel that. But once it starts showing up, like you see it coming in the distance, and then you realize where it's going, and you're like, okay, change is coming. You do kind of have a little bit of warning. It's not bad, but you're seeing it coming. The wheel is here in the center, like things are changing. That's another change card, the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune right in the center, though, is like, I don't know if this is going to go good. I don't know if this is going to go bad, but it's happening. Patience is also with it, because again, I see you kind of noticing it off in the distance. It's coming towards you. You know it's going to happen. You're not really sure if it's good or bad. You're not sure if you're going to like it or not. It's going to take a while before it's fully implemented, but it's here. Now, when you're seeing this come towards you, you're making decisions right off the bat. You're like, okay, I see it coming. All that information I just said, it's good, is it bad? I don't really know. So you got the Queen of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. Now, don't get caught up in the gender, but the Queen of Wands is like, wait a minute. People don't make decisions for me. I make decisions for me. That's the Queen energy. That's the King and the Queen energy. They're like, other people don't make decisions for me. I make the decisions. And that's your energy right now, kind of like, all right, I'm not really sure what's coming my way. I'm not really sure what's coming next. That's the Page energy. What am I going to have to get into? What am I going to have to work with? That's the Page energy. But you're like, yeah, but at the same time, I'm not about to sit here and wait for somebody to make decisions for me. That being said, even though that's how you're feeling, you do have the Six of Pentacles. You're upholding your responsibilities. You're getting things done. You're doing what needs to be done. And you're not showing your poker hand because you're like, you know what? I might make some other changes on my own. I might make some of my own decisions that might not make this such a big deal anyway, because maybe I'm going to find a way out of this situation. Maybe I'm going to change my connection to this change. So even though this situation will change, maybe I'm not going to be a part of this situation. That's what I feel on your side. So as we keep going forward, things keep going forward. Like the changes are coming. It's like this Chariot is like, it's like the longest, it's like a long parade. That's kind of how I feel. Like the Chariot may be the first thing that comes in, but you got this parade following it. Like the first big change comes in, you saw it coming, more changes are happening afterwards. And you're like, all right, this is obviously a domino effect. The first change is clearly not the only change, and there's more and more coming. And I feel like you're trying to deal with it, but you're assessing like, I do like some of this, I don't like some of this. What am I going to do with this? And I feel this is what you're deciding. This is literally where your decision is. You got the Three of Cups with the Eight of Cups. You're going to disconnect from it is literally what I see you doing. Now, some of you literally might be moving or changing jobs. Others of you, I feel like it's almost like a project going on, and you're just dismissing yourself from a project. It could be as minimal as a project, but it's a project where things are changing so much that you're like, you know what, there's other things I'd rather do. I'm just going to disconnect from this and go do something else related. You may not be leaving the total situation, but this component you may be just walking away from and be like, somebody else handle that. I got other things I'd rather do. Like a good example of that is like if you're more of like a manager or something like that, certain things are happening. There's certain situations that are changing in the company, but you don't have to be involved with it. You can elect to do other things, and you're electing to do other things. That's what I'm getting from that. So if you have those options, you know what's there. Now, the Eight of Cups is telling me, not everything is bad. Actually, you're walking away from things that are going pretty well, but it's like, well, it's not too bad right now, but it's like, I don't like this parade of changes coming my way, and like what's good now might not be good tomorrow. And that's kind of like you're working with other people, you're working things out with other people. The Three of Cups is telling me there's no negative real feel to this. It's just kind of like you're deciding to move your energy away from this. It seems like a cooperative effort. For those of you going into a different job, even if you're leaving a company, you're leaving it on good terms and you're moving into the next one fairly smoothly. It's not a big deal. So if that's for you, I just feel like it's not bad. And, everybody seems to be okay. Not everybody seems to be happy that you're changing your mind or moving on. It's not really changing your mind, but moving on. A lot of people aren't happy about that, but they seem to understand it at the same time. They're at peace with it. This next thing going forward, I feel like you're happy with your decision. I feel like in the long run, you will be happy with your decision. And it's kind of like when I see you getting involved in the next phase of your situation, you're happy that you moved on from something else. I feel you down the road in maybe a few months, just to be fair, before you're actually feeling that. But you're like, yeah, I think I made the best decision for me. I think I made the best decision for me. And you're very happy with that. So it worked out. It's good. The assessing, though, is kind of like, all right, now that I've left that behind, the assessing is like, what am I dealing with now? Now what am I dealing with the assessing? What am I dealing with now? And this is what's going on in the environment. You got a lot of good things here, but I don't want to overly paint this too rosy because I want to have that balance between sweet and sour, I guess. You got karma saying, karma's right here. That's like judgment in your favor. This is a lot of times the judgment card, and I feel like karma is saying you left the last situation in a positive way. You entered this one in a positive way. It's paying off. A lot of possibilities are coming your way with the Seven of Cups. So a lot of good possibilities you get to choose. But I feel like this is the big thing with this. You're going to need to choose one. Of all those 7 cups floating, you get to choose one, and it's going to be very strong, and you're very much going to like it. But just realize once you choose, it's not like, I almost feel like you might be looking at it like, well, I'll take this cup for now and try this out. And if I don't like it, I'll put it back and get another one. They're just giving you a heads up. Whatever cup you choose, it's pretty much what you're going to be stuck with. But again, it's the Ace of Cups. You're going to make a good choice, but make it a selfish choice. I don't think of it as selfish, but you might view it that way. It depends how you feel. Pick what you really want, because it's going to be sticking around for a while, so pick your best option. Pick your best option, because it's going to stick around for a while. The reason I'm saying that is because this one card is also, it's like overshadowing the Seven of Cups. Other people might want you to kind of give in and let them have what they want. The hunger is kind of eclipsing this Seven of Cups, which is like other people trying to get what they want. Choose what you want. Everybody will get what they need. You have a lot of energy. Choose what you really want. Let other people sort out what they want. Again, it might feel like it's selfish, but I feel like it will work out the best for everybody if you choose what you really want. Your heart is telling you where to go. Your intuition is telling you where to go. That's why you want what you want. It's not just because it's very alluring. They're saying that pick the one you really want. Don't back off and let somebody else have something that you really want because they're kind of whining about it or whatever. Choose what you want, because it's going to stick around for a long time, and if you don't, you might regret it in the long run. Be happy with, that's what the assessing in the Ten of Cups is saying. You made a good choice in the past. Make a good choice for the future and choose what you really want. the thing is, Leos can be very giving. They can be very generous, and it's a great thing. But they're like, there's a time for that. Choose what you want for this one. Choose what you want. Choose what you want. Whatever the other person, like whoever's pushing this on, they're hoping to get what they want. I feel like they don't have the energy you have anyway. You might be able to better handle whatever it is. I feel like this is just kind of a little bit more sweetening the pot. I don't know. This is explaining why you should choose what you want. This is why you should choose the cup that you want. I feel like the energy you're dealing with, whatever they do, they make it into a challenge. If it wasn't a challenge to start with, it will become a challenge by the time they get their feet in it. There's just this energy. Some people are like that. For whatever reason. Something could be simple as pie when they start the situation, but once they really get their hands into it and they start putting their own spin on it, it becomes such a chore. And they just do that to things. They're just that type of person that they do that. So I feel like you giving up something, thinking, well, you know, give this person a chance, let them have a break for once in their life, one of those things, they will turn it into a chore. Whatever it is, they will still make it a chore. So you might as well get what you want. Because whatever they choose, even though it's the star card with the resilience, is it resilience? Yeah. I'm getting like, they have best of intentions, but it always turns out to be a struggle. I feel like they're that type of person that makes life a struggle. They do it for themselves. They do it for the people around them. I'm feeling that energy there. There's just certain people like that. I don't have an explanation for why it's like that, but it's there. And that's the energy I'm feeling. That's why they're like, pick what you want. Have what you want. Have what you want. That will make the next situation just as good. There's no reason for you to not. And that's it. All right. I think we're good. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.